Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. For those of you that are new, my name's Janice and I'm a Thermomix consultant. My life's in a bit of an uproar at the moment, upheaval. I have just bought a new house and so I'm in the process of packing to move. So I've got this tenants in the house at the moment and they don't move out till, they've got another week or so before they move out, and then I've got to wait for the, my hair's sticking up everywhere as usual. I've got to wait for the exit inspection to be done and all that to make sure that they haven't damaged anything. But also, next weekend, I'm going to Townsville and I'm going to do my training with the TM7 and I get to pick up my new TM7. So I've already got the shipping confirmation to say that it's going to be there when I get there. So I'm a little bit excited about that. I'm just a little bit excited about getting to see the TM7. I mean, I love my TM6, I really do. And I would be, if I didn't have a Thermomix, I'd be very hard pushed to decide whether I wanted to buy the TM6 with all the bells and whistles or wait for the TM7. And I've got a lot of customers that are making that decision now. But anyway, because, I mean, I'm doing easy tea and I'm going to do a risotto. So I had a bit of a look through I just searched, went into Cookie Do and I put risotto in the search bar, and there are so many recipes that come up in Cookie Do. Now I've got my filter set to, the only thing I've got is it's got to be English speaking. I mean, I've got no foreign languages under my belt, so it has to be English speaking. Or I won't be able to understand it. So anyway, so we're doing a risotto. I got so far off the track then, and I've saved it into my week. And it is a sausage and pea risotto. So it's got, this is a pepperoni. It's a little, it's a pepperoni sausage. I don't think it's as heavy enough as what the recipe says, but I'm going to use that because this recipe says to use chorizo, but I got this off a truck that came into town and he parked up near the railway station, and he had all these different cured sausages, and this is a beef pepperoni and it is very nice. It's spicy, but it's not, I mean, it's just a little bit of a zing. There's no, crying eyes. Anyway, so we're going to start cooking. So we need 100 grams of parmesan cheese cut into pieces. So this is Romano, extra strong. I don't think it's enough. But I love parmesan cheese. I just eat it like a snack. There we go. It's a clean, dry mixing bowl. Now I've got my other one here just in case they want us to wash this one before we continue, because I'm a bit, as I said, I'm a bit behind. So I just want to keep going. I don't want to have to wash a bowl. Okay, that was 30 grams. And this one is extra sharp. That one was extra strong and this one's extra sharp. Okay. Oops. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm unpacking all my cupboards, taking everything out of my cupboard, one cupboard at a time, sorting it out, putting the few things that I want back in it, and then packing the rest of the stuff up. So I've got all around me, I've got mountains of boxes packed up. But anyway, as soon as we get access to the house, we're going to move all the packed boxes and then we'll worry about moving ourselves. So next, and we're going to finely grate our parmesan cheese. So it says to put the lid on 7 seconds on speed 9. When I get the TM7, I'm going to be doing things like going back to the start and making like the mushroom risotto and doing all those dishes that were we make at the start of our Thermomix journey. Don't know if journey is the right word. Okay, transfer into a bowl and set aside. Okay, cool. We don't have to rinse the bowl. Rightio. 30 grams of olive oil. I'm not sure what I'm going to cook first in it. I'm looking forward to the training, and they'll probably give us the new cooking experience menu, because when they give you the menu, the recipes they choose are the ones that showcase maximum amount of elements of a Thermomix. So, okay, now 150 grams of onion cut in half. So this is one onion that was splitting into two. What's that? That's 115 grams, so that's enough. 2 garlic cloves, so that's, I do this, I've got lots of this now, that it's just it's just a blob of minced garlic that I've done in the Thermomix, and then I've frozen it in little blobs, and I'd say there's about 2 garlic cloves in each blob. And then if you get it in there frozen, when it hits the blade, it shatters it and doesn't mince it further. Now we want the lid on, and we're going to give it a chop. 5 seconds, speed 5. And now it says to add 200 grams of chorizo. Now this is not, I don't know what this is, it's probably not even 100 grams. It was just one sausage. They're only thin too, his pepperonis. They're only like a thin sausage. I'll be eking them out. Okay. What have I got touching anything? No. That's 83 grams. So that's all I'm going to put in. 150 grams of bacon cubes. So that's just some chopped bacon. And that is, that was not far off being the correct weight. Look at that. 10 grams of tomato puree. Now I'm going to use tomato paste because I don't have any tomato puree. Oops, that's a bit more than 10 grams. We're going to put the lid on. Simmering basket. So I've changed a few things around with this recipe already. I'll explain as I go. First thing I've done is I've changed tomato puree to tomato paste. 7 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 1. So I'll leave video there and I'll come back when we get to the next step. Okay, so now we're going to go next, and we're going to add 50 grams of white wine. So this is my first change. Didn't realise I had no white wine. I thought I had half a bottle, but I had none. Oh, that smells amazing. Okay, so we're just going to put in water. If you don't have wine, you can just use water. And I'm going to add the water because this is a risotto. We want to make sure we got the correct amount of liquid in our risotto. 320 grams of risotto rice. So this one here is just the Community Code generic brand type of risotto rice, and it's very good. I made risotto with it recently and I really enjoyed it. So I might even be buying this brand from now on. I love risotto. It's such a filling side dish. Or you can have it just as the main meal. I mean, sometimes that's what all we eat is the risotto. There's an apricot chicken risotto, which is really yummy on cookie dough, which we make and eat just as a main dish. 1 tablespoon of chicken stock paste. So I do not have chicken stock paste. I used all my chicken stock paste, and I'm not going to make any more until after I've moved, because I don't want to have to move too much stuff. And that was just a scoopy thing. I don't know if that was a tablespoon. Now we're going to add in 850 grams of water. Okay, and we're going to mix that well with the spatula. And that's just lifting all the rice up off the base of the Thermomix. I want to tap the spatula, so before I put it back on, I'm going to do it before I put it back on the base, so it looks exactly the same as what it did last time. But when you stirred it, you could feel the rice that was a little bit caught on the bottom coming loose. And now it's 10 minutes. Hang on, let's go back. 10 minutes. Doesn't tell us whether or not to have the simmering basket or the lid on. Let's do that. 100 degrees. 10 minutes at 100 degrees, slower speed in reverse. So I will be back. Let's have a look. Let's go and see what's happening next. So this is step 20 of 27. If we go preview, then it says to add frozen peas. I've got a bit more than 150 grams because there was like that many left in the bag after I'd weighed them out, so I put them all in. And then it says to cook that and to use canned corn and stir that in at the same time as the parmesan cheese. But I've got frozen corn, so I'm going to add that in at the same time as the peas. And that's it. We're going to add canned sweet corn, reserve grated cheese, mix well with the spatula and serve hot. So let's go back to our thing. So that's where we're up to. So I'll be back in 10 minutes. This is what I love about risotto. It is so quick and it is so hands-free. It gives me time to be able to do a few other things. I mean, I should show you what my lounge room out behind the camera looks like. It is just, yes, I've got boxes and boxes. You know, you hear about people. I am the person that doesn't throw a good box away. It's a good box and you never know when you might need a good box. I didn't have enough boxes and I went across the road to Ornabella's, which is our local, it's like women's clothing and health and wellness, like, you know, organic, gluten-free, you know, foods, makeup, good, you know, stuff for all organic, you know, for well-being it is. And they have, you know, like, you can go and buy your specialty products there, some of them, that you can't get at the local supermarkets. But anyway, that's beside the point. I went over there and I said to the young girl there, I said, you know, would you have any boxes? And she said, by all means, took me out the back, told me to take all that I wanted. And they're all flattened and it filled the entire back of my car up. So I've got a lot of boxes now. I am going to keep going with this, and I'll be back when we get to the next step. There we go. Now let's go next. And then the other thing I should also mention is that because of the trip away to Townsville to pick up my Thermomix and do the training and the moving, my videos might not be as regular. I will still continue to try, but I might miss some. So that's peas and corn. So it was supposed to be 150 grams of each. It's a bit more, obviously. Place the lid on with the simmering basket. 6 minutes at 100 degrees. Slowest speed with the blade in reverse. And I will be back, and we should be up to adding the parmesan cheese and then giving it a taste. Now it says to add the corn, the canned corn, which I'm not going to do, the reserve grated cheese. I'll just show you what that looks like. Okay. Mix well with the spatula, serve hot. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add it into the thermo server. It's still a bit moist. It's still a bit wet, but I'm going to give it about 5 minutes resting time after I add the cheese. Oh, it smells delicious. So at 7 o'clock at night, I was just trying to edit that video, and I found out that it's chopped the end off my video again. This is a few clips it's done it to. I've got one recipe that's I've done the video, but it's unusable because my iPad's been chopping the end off my videos. I'm not quite sure what it appears to be videoing, and I press stop and everything, but it's just it's only videoing. It's only saving a minute of the video. So anyway, we got to the end, and I wanted to say that that risotto was delicious, and we had it again for lunch the next day, and it is amazing. I've put some in the freezer in little containers to see how it freezes, but yeah, this recipe is well worth making. It is absolutely delicious. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please give it a thumbs up, pop over to my channel and subscribe, and I really hope I'll see you next time.